Hello, I'm Lorraine White, the Soul Purpose Liberator, and I am going to talk to you today about the personal year number 1. So this video is for you if you have calculated that your personal year for 2019 is number 1. And I also want to highlight that I will not be going into how to calculate that in this video. I have done a separate video to help you to work that out in terms of what your personal year number is for 2019. So please do check my video list. Okay, so personal year number 1, what can you expect? Okay, so the key words are new beginnings, life change, progression and taking action. So 2019 will be the start of a new chapter of your life. You will be embarking on a new journey of your life, and it's often related to an area of your life like love, purpose, career, health, wealth, okay? And the experiences that you will have in this first year around any of those areas will also be related to your personal evolution, your personal growth, what your soul wants you to develop and to experience in this lifetime. If you want to know more about that, I can shed light on this subject in a personal reading. I can go into what the theme is for the next 9-year cycle for you. Okay? Right, so let's start. So new beginnings is the key here. You will find next year that you have the urge to start new things, okay? It might be starting a new business. It might be finally you think, do you know what? I want to start a new business, or I want to work for myself. I want to change my career. I want a new job. I want to have a new relationship. I want to take my relationship to the next level. I want to marry my partner. I want to start a new health regime, a new hobby. I want to focus on building wealth. I mean, don't we all every year? But this time for you, it's a great time to do that because you will be presented with the tools to do that this year because it is a personal year number 1 for you. Just to help you get to grips with the energy of personal year number 1, I want to share what happened with me in my last personal year number 1. I'm not going into personal year number 1 next year, but the last personal year number 1 was quite enlightening for me, because what happened was it was the year that I decided that I am going to take myself seriously in terms of the work that I now do, and I'm going to stop saying that I'm going to go back to work if it doesn't work. I'm going to go back for work if it doesn't work. By the end of that year, I had changed my language to I am going to make this work no matter what. Okay? And that is what the personal year number 1 does, the energy of that. It almost forces you into action because you're going to make certain decisions in this year, which will make you, encourage you to take action on that decision and make it happen. Because you have to. You've got no choice but to get on with your goals and to take those seriously, okay? Because what you do in this personal year number 1 will influence the next 9 years, okay? No pressure. But you will work it out. You always do. The next theme, life changes. You can expect to experience some life changes in 2019. Now, what I mean by that, sometimes these changes may be completely unexpected, and sometimes these changes are changes that you have been thinking about over the last few years and not really done anything about. Okay, so these life changes will enable you to become a new version of yourself, okay? Because that is what the new year, that is what the personal year number 1 will do, by the end of that year, you will look back and think, wow, I am a different person, okay? Because there is a real transformation in this next year for you. Now, what I will say is that as you move into the year and really, you have these life-changing moments, you make these life-changing decisions, there's always going to be just a little bit of resistance, because that's what we do naturally. And I want to say it's at this time when you feel resistance to these changes, or you find it hard to adjust to these changes, what I want to say is this is the time when you will be able to, and you can do this consciously, because I'm telling you, you will be able to tap into the energy of the free, which is the 2019 energy, which is the creative energy. So when you are feeling that resistance, it's about thinking, okay, how can I find creative solutions to the resistance that I'm feeling? What can I do creatively to help me get through and adjust to these new changes? Okay, so don't forget, because we have the energy of the personal year number, but we also have the energy of the free, which is the 2019, to support us through any challenges that we encounter in the personal year one. Okay. Right. The other thing I want to say, with all of this, these new beginnings and this change, you're likely to have some realizations, some great realizations about your life and who you are really. Okay, which is quite exciting, because with those realizations comes another kind of level of growth. Okay, because you think, oh my gosh, I really am strong, or I really am confident, courageous. I am a star. I'm empowering. You're going to have certain realizations, and positive ones, which will help you to get on with your goals for next year. Okay, right. One of the things, so just coming back to that quickly, so one of my great realizations during that last personal number 1 year was the fact that I am not going to go back to conventional working. I am going to make this work. That was a realization that I don't have a choice. That was my realization. So it will be something like that, which is quite powerful, because, as I said, it encourages you to really apply yourself. In this process, you will also learn the importance of self-discipline, because remember, you are embarking on a new beginning, and that new beginning can't kind of manifest unless you have the discipline to really make it happen and make it work for yourself. So you're going to find that self-discipline is very important for you this year. Okay. Also self-belief as well, really believing in yourself and knowing that you can do this. You got this. You have no choice. Okay. You have got this. Whatever it is that you decide you have to do for next year, you just know that you got this. Okay. Otherwise it would not have come into your radar if it wasn't supposed to be. Okay, so really focus next year, and you will get the results that you want by the end of next year. With the personal year one, I want to say as well, it is about embracing new patterns, new belief systems, new thought patterns. A big question that I would ask you to consider when you are adjusting to this energy is, who do you need to become in order to achieve the goals that you set for yourself? Who do you need to become? Now, you might be thinking, well, I am me and I'm always going to be me. And that's very true. But what I want to kind of highlight is it's more about what qualities do you need to adopt in order to become the person you need to become to achieve the goals you need to achieve. Okay, a bit of a long one. Think about that, and also think about, okay, with those qualities, if you don't have those qualities, you feel that you don't have those qualities, what can you do to help yourself to embrace those qualities, to adopt those qualities? So let me give you an example. If you have set yourself a goal next year to, do something, start a business, okay? And you know that in order to start that business, you have to really know your stuff and be confident. But at this time, you're not feeling confident. Think about, what can you do to help yourself to be more confident? Is it a case of gaining more knowledge of your subject? Is it a case of getting a coach to help you, to support you? Is it a case of speaking to family and friends to get their help and support? Whatever it is that you have to do to help yourself to get to where you need to be next year, you really have to do it. Just do it. Just do it. Okay? Because as I said, by the end of next year, you will be a new version of you. And this is more so for this personal year number 1 than any of the other numbers. It's quite a significant year for you, 2019 will be. And it's so exciting. You have got so much to look forward to. In this year, you will have met new people, have had new experiences, new opportunities. Everything is new for you for next year. And if you're not sure what it is that you will be embarking on next year, what this new energy is about for you, please don't worry, because it will become more apparent in the first 3 months of the year next year. It will become more apparent to you in terms of what it is that you are supposed to be doing next year. You will just have a moment, and you'll think, okay, I'm going to do this year. Or for some of you, you may already know, because as I said, the energy of the number 1 and for all of the numbers, whatever the energy is for you personally for 2019, you will be feeling that energy now. Okay, kind of November, December, you will start to transition and feel the energy of whatever the number is that you are going into next year. You would have already started. So for some of you, you will already know that next year you're going to be starting something new. So I want to say, have a very, very happy Christmas and enjoy your personal year number 1. Happy New Year. Thank you for listening, and I will be back next week with the personal year number 2. Okay? Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.